So we start in the car park and we're going to make our way past through the pine tree and through the yew walk, and then looking at the different trees on the way. And as we get closer there, you can see the cones. They're sort of shaped like rugby balls, all the scales coming from the base. There's the strawberry tree, Arbutus unido. You can probably just see an odd strawberry just at the top, just looking closer. You can see the flowers there, just like an erica flowers. They're just in the same family, and it has nice bark. You're only supposed to don't eat more than one Arbutus unido. Unido means only eat one. They're not very nice. Then moving on to Chamaecyparis nutcatensis pendula. This is a weeping Chamaecyparis, which Chamaecyparis nutcatensis was one of the crosses in the leyland, cross with Cupressus macrocarpa. Just moving on, this is Acer Davidii Ernest Wilson, beautiful autumn colour again. Not like most acers, Davidii has 3 points to the leaf as opposed to 5, but a cracking autumn colour, and there you can see it a bit closer up. And there's the bark, sort of a bit snake bark on the bark. Just moving on, we see the white mulberry. This is the one that the silkworms do like, unlike the black mulberry, which they don't like. James I apparently imported thousands of black mulberries and tried to get the silkworm industry going, but he got the wrong one. On the leaf of the white mulberry, it's again a cut leaf. It's clefted, but beautiful, interesting architectural leaf. As we move, we just look at Morris nigra. This is the black mulberry. This is the ones which produces these sort of red fruit which go black and are quite nice to eat. You'll see the starlings going for them. There's a close-up of that leaf. Hasn't got the clefts or the incisions as the white mulberry has. Then we've got inside the wall garden, we have a look at Magnolia grandiflora. This is from Bull Bay in the United States. Lovely shiny glossy leaf on top and brown fur on the underside, ideal for a southwest microclimate. Then we've got Campsis radicans, the trumpet vine with the pinnate leaf, has red trumpety flowers which are nice. Just in the wall garden we look down through the vista to an obelisk at the bottom, and behind the obelisk we have Euonymus Europaeus red cascade, one of the spindle trees with fantastic red colour, and it has the fruit with the orange capsules. Also down that border we've got Phacilis franchetii, the Chinese lantern, growing in the herbaceous border, which are quite nice. Walking around the garden we'll also see Cercis canadensis forest pansy, a lovely purple leafed Judas tree, and again will have pink flowers eventually. Looking across to the island bed we can see Acer red phoenix, incredible stem colour. If we look close up we can see the lovely pinky red stems. Just moving on a bit from there we come to Gleditsia triacanthus sunburst. This is one of the Gleditzias which isn't so spiny, and again excellent pinnate golden leaves, lovely colour. And just to the left of that we see a nice stand of Cornus stolonifera winter flame, great colour there. Not far away is Fothergilla gardinii, again an excellent autumn colour plant with the ovate leaf, and look at that lovely twisted stems it's got. And this is the foxglove tree, Paulownia tomentosa, with the lovely triangular leaves which are furry underneath, and of course you get the lovely foxgloves in the summer. Just walking around, there's a lovely little plant here, Cobia scandens, an annual, the cup and saucer plant that's growing. And then we come across the lovely Tsuga canadensis, which is interesting because if you look closely, some of the leaves down the middle are turned over, and that's one way of recognising a Tsuga hemlock. You can see the small cones there. At the top of the formal knot garden there are the monkey puzzles, and there's a male one side and a female the other side. Then we've got the lovely tree of heaven, Ailanthus altissima, with the pinnate leaves. At the base of each leaf you'll see like a little sort of unusual little sort of dimply piece, which is one way to identify the Ailanthus, and it suckers quite easy. Looking down to the Moorish temple, we walk down there, and in behind the Moorish temple is one of the oldest or biggest Salix caprea goat willows in Derbyshire. You can see there you've got the ovate leaves as opposed to the narrow lanceolate leaves, and you've got the green sort of buds alternate. And there's a close-up of it showing its sort of spiky, again owl-shaped needly leaves, and the bark is soft. You can actually punch it without breaking your fist on it. And then turning into the vista, we've got the wonderful Sequoiadendron giganticum, the giant redwood, a fantastic focal point there at the end of that. Moving on, we come through the courtyard, Carpinus speculus pyramidalis, or fastigiata, beautiful hornbeam, nice uprighty gobletty form. And nearby that growing is a little bit of Ceratostigma wilmotianum, this one that Helen Wilmot, the plants lady, introduced, and beautiful blue flowers are in the courtyard. And just moving through there, we come out and turn left, and we find Acer campestre, the field maple. Notice the samaras, or the helicopters, are 180 degrees. Good way of identifying acers. And nearby is the Tarucaria fraxinifolium. This is the wingnut tree. Taro, you've got the wing and carry nut, and it has these long wing nuts on it, which we can't see on this particular picture. We can just see the pinnate leaves, but nice tree. And not far from that is Cedrus atlantica, ascending branches, a good evergreen cedar. Then we've got Cedrus atlantica glauca, the blue atlas cedar, again ascending branches, but a more bluey grey colour from the Atlas Mountains of Morocco. Taxodium distichum is just growing on the edge of the lake. Beautiful tree again, lovely autumn bronzy colour. The swamp or bald cypress. The leaves on this are alternate, and you can see the little cones in there. And in the water we see these knees, pneumatophores, which the tree produces to help it, to prop it up, and it breathes through those pores. Just moving around, we can see, looking up the tree, these lovely spiral branch arrangement, and notice the bark is spiralling as well, which is quite interesting. And then coming back towards the minibus across the lawn, we see Atilia cordata. That's the sort of heart-shaped lime, and if you look closely you can see in the vein some little tufts of brown hair which give it away as Atilia cordata. And then just coming out, actually, we just noticed looks like a Sciadopitys verticillata growing, a lovely sort of spiraled group of needles around the bud there. And we finish there.